Hi there, welcome to Bella's Vistas. Come on along with Bella and me as we travel North America making lots of wonderful photographs. From Valdez, Alaska, St. John's, Newfoundland, here we are alongside Horsetail Falls in Alaska making coffee. So don't forget to like and subscribe and come back and visit us soon at Bella's Vistas. Well, here's our van parked up alongside the river. Beautiful. Well, it's a nice early morning. We're on the road. We're headed to Watson Lake. Got to drive up here out of our park up here. Hey, Michelin, don't fail me. Yeah, it's a little intense getting up here. Not too bad. Taking it easy. Here's the van parked up at Signpost Forest. Wow, it's Watson Lake. Lots and lots and lots and lots of signs. Well, we're at Watson Lake and here are the signs. There's the van. So many signs. Everywhere you look, there's signs from all around the world. I don't know how this got started, but it's quite a tradition. There's signs from everywhere. There's our van parked up. We had a nice night nearby here, and we came to look at the signs. We filled up with gas first. There's a sign from New Berlin, Ontario. Wow, that's where I'm from. Kitchener used to be called New Berlin. There's another signpost sign. Beautiful here. Driving through the mountains is unbelievable. Every turn you see another mountain. Wow, you might see bears. You never know what you're going to see. You have to be prepared with a long lens on the camera and ready for the lighting situation that's there. You have to use a high shutter speed. Here's a bridge along the way. Beautiful surroundings, clouds. We didn't get a lot of bright sun on the way up here. It was sort of cloudy, overcast, but really nice and cool. And beautiful mountain scenery. Water, it's just beautiful. This is in a big canyon in Whitehorse. I'm just going to use this little whisk. Like to take it to a car wash and unfortunately there was a bad leak in the AC and we still haven't got that fixed. Right, topping it up did not help more than for a day or so. Hopefully this will make a difference. Well, my AC wore out and didn't work in Walmart. I managed to meet some gentlemen and they're filling me up right in the parking lot, so we're back in business. This is the power dam in Whitehorse. Now, because of the power dam, they had to put in a fish ladder so the salmon can get along to their mating grounds. It's a long trek that they have to go on, and they have to face bear, fishermen, natural problems, weather, currents. It's unbelievable what they go through. Some beautiful hand-painted fish on the wall here. Just amazing. This shows you the route that the fish have to take from the Yukon all the way up to Alaska. This is one of the many murals you'll see in Whitehorse on the buildings commemorating mining, trains, the early days. Beautiful mural. There's lots of murals on the walls all around Whitehorse. We stopped into the tourist center in Whitehorse and we saw these samples. These are mineral samples that are mined in the area. And then there were some homemade artifacts and things that you can buy, pancake starter, books, things about the local culture, all kinds of natural artifacts. It's wonderful. Outdoor markets. Some handmade things. quilts. You can buy just about anything till your money runs out here. It's just great, wonderful things. The native culture is very much alive here. This is in Whitehorse. This is the paddle wheel boat there. There's the stern wheel on the boat. These were steam-powered river boats that were used for touring around. It was a really big deal to go on a cruise like this. This is the back room on the ship. You see some firefighting equipment and a boat. There were examples of native harpoons, fish traps, things the way it used to be in the traditional areas before the dam was built. As I said, with the dam, they had to put in a fish ladder so the fish can get back and forth where they belong. More samples of native art. Downtown, unbelievable. This is where we stopped for some fish and chips, and it was fantastic. There I am. This is my native guide, Nana Bush. No, not really. Driving down the road towards Kluane Park, look at the mountain vistas. I mean, you could stop every minute and take another picture. There's so many beautiful clouds and mountains and green. And look at all the different colors and strata, everything. It's just unbelievable. I don't know whether to go in black and white. I did shoot some film on this trip. I shot 3200 black and white film and 100 film. I'm going to process that all up. I'm going to shoot some 4x5. I haven't shot any 4x. It's been very windy, so I haven't found the proper location to shoot 4x5 film yet, but I fully intend to expose some more 4x5 sheets of film. Lots of lunch stops along the way. And every time you're stopping to have lunch, you can look out at a vista like this. I mean, look at the clouds and the sky, the blue of the sky, the greens, the flowers, everything so beautiful. And then yet a gray, muted. Oh, this is Kluane Lake right at the base of this mountain. And it's beautiful. We're on our way to Destruction Bay. My headlights are on. What a great day it is. So beautiful everywhere you look. Such a beautiful park to drive through. People come from Germany, Holland, all around the world to come to this park. Mountain vistas that you see, it's all I can do to keep from stopping every couple feet to take a picture. I'm just loving to stop here and photograph those mountains up ahead. I think that's worth the picture. This is what it's all about for me. Stopping, getting out of the van, having a look around, and just seeing. Look at that mountain. I mean, it's one thing to drive by shooting video as I go, but when I stop and I get out and I look around, walk around the scene a little bit, try and find the best angle on things, try and line up various parts, have something in the foreground and something in the distance, what focal length lens to use, if I'm going to use a polarizing filter, if I'm going to try for an HDR, if I'm going to shoot black and white. These are all decisions that you can't very well make when you're driving down the road, trying to text. No, I'm just kidding about the texting. Here were some swans and a cygnet. I remember this day very well. I met some people from Holland. They stopped to see the swans. Kluane Park. Look off in the distance, a beautiful mountain. Now we've got some of the fireweed in the foreground. Using a bit of a longer lens, like maybe a 200 millimeter with a polarizer to cut through the haze a little bit, really adds to the shot. As I said, these are decisions that you can't make when you're going by at 100 kilometers an hour. This shed, I shot it in black and white. I shot some film here too. It's going to be interesting to see what the film looks like. I really haven't decided. You know, one thing I like to shoot in color and then adjust the color. This statue, mannequin, scared me unbelievable. I looked over and saw that. I didn't know what it was. Some prankster from Parks Canada put it there. This is important. In 1996, a woman was killed on this trail. That's where I saw the bear some 35 years ago, 12 feet from a grizzly bear. That's a sandstorm in the distance over this lake. There was a lot of fires happening in BC, and we saw smoke on the way up here, but the thing here is like fog and haze, and then we had a sandstorm. There's this wonderful... Well, we refilled the air conditioner, but the leak persisted, and now we're doing a little further in to see what's going on here. We're going to have to do some real renovating. Well, now we've had a little bit of a change of plan. We were headed up to BC, but I understand there's record temperatures there in Vancouver and on the island as well, up to 30-some degrees and setting records. Our air conditioner broke down just recently, and we were unable to get it fixed, try as we might. So we're going to stay in Alaska. We're going to stay where it's nice and cool. So come on along. We're headed to Haines, Alaska. Bella, Mary, and I are going to be chilling in the van, trying to stay where the weather suits our clothes. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe. Well, we're still in Canada. We're in the Yukon, Whitehorse. Gas is $1.12.9 a liter here, so we're going to fill up before we get to Alaska, where probably be more there. North to Alaska, the Husky Trail. Wow, we're doing it. We spent a little bit of time getting our travel insurance together this morning. When we were kids, we never worried about that, but now that I know that you can spend $6,500 in the hospital in the United States in like 4 hours, we're making sure that we're legal and legit. We got travel insurance. It's $118 for both of us for 10 days health insurance. That's not bad at all. Really not bad. That's because we have OHIP as well, so it's all tied in together. Quite a lot of questions about our medical conditions. Thank goodness for all those bike rides that I went on. Well, stay tuned. Catch you later. Wow, I saw this in a native community, a small settlement. I just love it. I don't know, it says it all to me. The bison head, snowshoes, the old house. Well, we're headed to Haines, Alaska from here. I sure hope a couple of grizzly bears don't chase me off a bridge.